Days after, Angela Daniels thought the hardest part was over. She had delivered a baby alone, in the dark, during a storm. Her daughter, Hope, had arrived healthy. Chris had made it home just in time to hold them both and rush them to the hospital for post-birth care. But no one tells you that even miracles come with their own kind of aftermath. The hospital staff praised Angela's courage. They ran every test on the baby vitals, blood work, reflexes. Everything looked fine. Hope was healthy, with a strong cry and wide, curious eyes. Angela, on the other hand, had a quiet storm still brewing inside her. She couldn't sleep. Even after discharge, every night was haunted by the memory of that labor, the candlelight, the storm, the fear that no one would find her in time. She would wake up sweaty, disoriented, hearing phantom cries when the baby was sound asleep. Chris noticed. "Talk to me," he said one night as she sat staring blankly at the baby monitor. "I keep thinking, what if she hadn't cried? What if something had gone wrong?" Angela had always been the calm one, the planner. But this had shattered her confidence. The praise from others didn't comfort her. Instead, it made her feel like she had to keep being strong. Like admitting how scared she still was would take something away from the miracle they had experienced. She started having tension headaches, chest tightness, tears that came out of nowhere. Until one afternoon, while Hope napped in her crib, Angela stood in the shower and let herself sob without holding back. For the first time, she allowed herself to grieve the experience, not because her baby wasn't okay, but because she wasn't okay. That night, Chris found her journal lying open on the bed. One page was circled in shaky pen. It wasn't just the labor, it was the loneliness. Chris sat beside her, took her hand, and said, "You don't have to carry this alone anymore." They found a postpartum therapist who specialized in birth trauma. Angela began to unpack the weight she had been carrying in silence. She learned that even joyful outcomes can leave emotional scars, and that trauma doesn't always look like panic. It can look like numbness, or pretending to be fine. Healing didn't come in a straight line. Some days were better than others. Some nights, the memories crept in, but Angela had tools now: breathing techniques, prayer, journaling, and the strength to ask for help. She also began writing her story online, anonymously at first, then under her real name. To her surprise, hundreds of women responded, "I went through something similar. Thank you for putting it into words. I didn't know it was okay to feel this way." Angela wasn't just healing, she was helping others heal too. Today, Angela speaks at local women's groups and hospitals. She tells her story not to be called brave, but to remind mothers of something deeper. You can survive the storm, bring life into the world, and still need time to recover. That doesn't make you weak. That makes you human. Hope is now almost 3 years old. She loves thunderstorms not because she knows what they mean, but because her mom taught her they're just noisy clouds doing their dance. Angela still lights a candle on Hope's birthday not because of the blackout, but to remember the quiet strength that carried her through. If this story reminded you that healing is part of the miracle, please like, comment, and share. Subscribe to Hospital Whispers for more real stories of pain, faith, and the quiet courage found behind hospital doors.